Good morning, Thailand. My name is Alex, and I have some news updates for you from around the Land of Smiles today, this Wednesday, April 9th. Now, before we begin, please remember to subscribe to the Thaiger to stay up to date on all things Thailand. All right, today, we'll be talking about the dramatic effect U.S. tariffs have had on the Thai stock market, a controversial discount system implemented at a Chiang Mai restaurant, and a little later, a new holiday declared for today in the Philippines. But before we begin, a quick word about our sponsor, EC Markets. Now, guys, stock market's a little bit crazy these days, but, it's still a good idea to invest in your future, but of course at your own risk. Whether you want to trade in stocks, commodities, futures, options, whatever, all of those financial tools are available with our sponsor, EC Markets. So, of course, invest at your own risk, but to get you started, EC Markets has everything you need. So go check them out and see about opening an account. Now, let's begin with our first story, which unfortunately has to do with the lèse-majesté laws here in Thailand. An American academic has been denied bail under Thailand's royal defamation law. American scholar Dr. Paul Chambers, known for his research on Thai military-civilian relations, has been denied bail after seeing charges under Thailand's strict lèse-majesté laws, also known as Section 112, and the Computer Crime Act. Arrested following a complaint by the 3rd Army Region, he is accused of defaming the monarchy and spreading false information harmful to national security. The arrest, made without a prior subpoena, has drawn criticism from rights groups and politicians who view it as an attack on academic freedom and freedom of expression in Thailand. So this is pretty shocking news. We've seen plenty of Thai citizens be arrested under this law. Many with the intent of becoming arrested and sort of becoming political martyrs. Rarely have we seen this law enforced on foreign nationals, particularly academics, right? Like an American academic working at universities here would be some expectation of some sort of special treatment, but I guess not in this case. Now, of course, Section 112 is the law of the land. What is still unclear is exactly what statements that were made that were seen as violations of this royal defamation law. But I guess the trial will be set. This man is denied bail, so he's still being held, much to the chagrin of both himself and international rights groups. So this is getting a lot of international attention. We'll keep you updated as the story continues to unfold. All right. Anyways, hi, Lieber Peter. Thank you for joining us. All right. And I know you guys are getting a little sick of all this tariff news. I just have one story today. All right, guys. So please bear with me, and we'll get into more, classic Tiger tales. All right. The Thai stock market has suffered a sharp drop amid the U.S. tariff fallout. Thailand's stock market plunged on April 8th, with the SET index dropping 42.3 points, or about 4%, amid fears of a global trade war sparked by new U.S. tariffs. The sell-off, led by major firms like Gulf Energy and Kasikorn Bank, followed a 3-day trading break. In response, the Stock Exchange of Thailand introduced temporary restrictions on short selling and narrowed trading bans to curb volatility. The U.S. has imposed a 36% tariff on Thai goods, pressuring investor confidence already weakened by falling profits and economic uncertainty. The SET is down nearly 20% this year, hitting a 5-year low. Yeah, well, hopefully, obviously this is something that affects many more Thai investors. I assume not too many Farangs are putting their money in the Stock Exchange of Thailand. But it is an overall signal about where the economy is heading, particularly when it comes to investments into big companies that are traded on the public stock exchange. So down 20% on the year, hitting a 5-year low. Could be a good time to buy. Again, don't take my financial advice, but hopefully these policies that they've enacted will stem the bleeding, and hopefully they can get back on the road to recovery, as I know a lot of people's retirements and investment plans are wrapped up in this stock exchange. Time will tell. All right, anyways, our next story is more of a classic Tiger tale, where we have a story of a British woman who's been arrested for overstaying her visa in Thailand. Let's find out by how long. That's right, a 45-year-old British woman was arrested at Phuket International Airport on April 7th for overstaying her Thai visa for, spin the wheel, 2 207 days. Immigration officers detained her at the international terminal while she was attempting to leave the country. Her identity has not been disclosed, and the reason for her prolonged stay remains unclear. Authorities have not confirmed whether she had previously contacted immigration to resolve her status. The case underscores Thailand's strict enforcement of immigration laws and the consequences of long-term overstays. Yeah, I don't know what people expect, right? Like, they overstay their visa. Obviously, you start getting charged 500 baht per day, up to 20,000 bahts is the fine. But for overstaying that long, that's a deportation and a ban from the country. So, yeah, guys, just pay attention. Like, it's happened to me. I don't think I've overstayed my visa, but I've overstayed my 90 days reporting. And in that case, I've actually heard stories of people just sort of ignoring that and then going in and out of the country again. In terms of the 90 days reporting, it does seem to be a little bit more fickle in its enforcement, but certainly not visa overstays. Okay. Our next story, guys, is probably good news for anybody that loves to travel to Thailand, as Thai Airways is placing major Boeing order in order to expand its fleet. Hold on. There we go. Boom. Cool. Now, Thai Airways is set to modernize and expand its fleet by acquiring 45 Boeing 787-9 Dreamliners, boosting its total aircraft from 85 to 116 by 2027. Targeting 150 by 2033. CEO Chai M. Siri says the deal finalized by the Singapore Air Show supports both the airline's growth and Thailand's strategy to ease the trade deficit by importing American products. Deliveries begin in 2027 with advanced GEnx engines powering the jets. Thai will also lease or purchase 35 more aircraft to improve financial efficiency and flexibility in response to global market demands. Thoughts on that? Croissant. Not a lot to say, but that is good news for Thai Airways. I think that we'll see an expanded role for the Boeing on the fleet. Thank you for tuning in. All right. Get you back down there, back to your chew toy. That's oh God, it's back behind the wall again. Let's move on. Now, our next story. I'm not sure about our policies on fat shaming, what the opinions are in the audience, but I am curious to know your thoughts, everybody, because we're off to Chiang Mai, where an eatery has drawn backlash for its quote-unquote skinny discount promotion. All right. Chiang Mai Breakfast World has sparked global controversy with its skinny discount promotion, offering up to 20% off meals for diners who can squeeze through narrow metal bars. The viral challenge, shared by travel bloggers Amina and Alex, has drawn millions of views and ignited criticism for promoting body shaming and unhealthy ideals. While some defend it as lighthearted fun, others deem it fatphobic and discriminatory. Despite the backlash, the restaurant maintains high TripAdvisor ratings. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know about this story. What do you guys think? Because by some people's perspectives, they're encouraging people to maintain healthier lifestyles. Of course, other people are saying this is a fat-shaming, discriminatory practice. At the end of the day, it's a private organization that is sort of able to give discounts based in however, way that they want to, right? There could be better ways of doing this, right? Like maybe encouraging exercise, right? If you drop and give me 20 push-ups or something like that, you can get some discount. I don't know. Personally, I don't find this to be too offensive, but I am putting on some pounds, so maybe I'll be singing a different tune when I can't fit through one of those slots. But do tell me your thoughts in the comments. Is this an acceptable way to give discounts, or is this fatphobic? And should it be kiboshed? Moving on. Now, our last story of Thailand is dealing with Pattaya. Now, guys, Songkran coming up just around the corner, and Pattaya is leading the way with Songkran tourism as other cities in Thailand struggle. While many Thai tourist spots face low hotel bookings this Songkran, Pattaya is booming. Despite nationwide concerns such as a sluggish Chinese tourism and the recent earthquake, Pattaya is expecting up to 500,000 visitors daily, with 4-star hotels nearly full. Events like Wan Lai Pattaya are drawing huge crowds, helping generate billions of baht. In contrast, Chiang Mai and Bangkok are seeing steep booking declines, down 67% and 31%, respectively. Meanwhile, Phuket and Hat Yai also show strong numbers, thanks in part to Malaysian tourists. Patia's cultural focus and vibrant festivities have made it a standout destination. Well, you got to wonder if that's some fallout from the earthquake right there. Of course, Bangkok and Chiang Mai were the two big major Thai cities that were rocked by the earthquake. And of course, it seems to be a steep decline from Chinese tourists who normally would be booming around this time of year. Apparently, Pattaya was a safe haven during that time. During that earthquake time, everyone in Pattaya were like, what earthquake? So people are taking advantage of that, it seems, and going and enjoying a little bit of time by the beach away from the fault lines. So yeah, very interesting to see the real-time impact of the earthquake on the domestic tourism and international tourism. But congratulations, Pattaya. Apparently Bangkok and Chiang Mai's loss is your gain, or maybe it's our gain. Because we'll have a little bit of a calmer time here, and Pattaya will be flying off the walls. I don't know. Pick your metaphor, but have fun down there, Pattaya people. Yeah, and Tehran agrees earthquake fallout for sure. All right, Hot, do you have the promo ready? Give us 1 sec, guys. That's it for our Thailand section of the news. We'll be on to our ASEAN Now section after a quick word from our sponsor. And we're back. Thank you, EC Markets, for sponsoring the show and making GMT possible. And of course, let's not forget Sukhumvit Coffee. I don't have any coffee, but if you guys love gas station coffee, Sukhumvit Coffee is your go-to. Moving on. Next, we're on to the ASEAN section where I told you, all right, I'm trying to go light on the ASEAN or the tariff news. There's still some economic news because Indonesia is one that was in our blind spot yesterday and they were severely hit. So Indonesia's markets have tumbled after the US tariffs and the rupiah hits a record low. Indonesia's stock market plunged 9.2% on April 8th, triggering a 30-minute trading halt as markets reopened after an extended break. The rupiah also hit a record low of 16,850 per US dollar, surpassing levels seen during the Asian financial crisis. The sharp decline follows global market turmoil sparked by new US tariffs, including a 32% levy on Indonesian goods. In response, the Indonesia Stock Exchange introduced stricter circuit breakers to prevent panic and manage volatility. Officials stress the moves aim to protect investor confidence amid the economic shock. 10% in a day. It would have been worse if they didn't put the trading freeze on as well. Look, this stock markets have these tools in place for when there are extreme economic shocks like we've seen here in Indonesia that appears to have triggered those fail-safes. Wild, though. So the rupiah is hitting an all-time low. The stock market is crashing swiftly. Those are my updates as of yesterday. I imagine that we're going to see even further dramatic falls today. Yeah, seems like stock markets around the world are in a bit of a free fall moment right now. So who knows where the bottom is? But yeah, if you're interested in trading, check out EC Markets. One more plug. There we go. Now move on to our next story, which is regarding student visas coming out of Vietnam. Apparently, they've reached a record high heading to the U.S. The U.S. granted over 18,000 student visas to Vietnamese nationals in fiscal year 2024, a decade high and a 27% rise from 2023. This figure is 3 times higher than during the COVID-19 pandemic. The majority of visas were F1 issued for students attending U.S. schools and universities. Globally, 479,000 F1 visas were issued, despite a 41% denial rate, the highest in 10 years. Vietnamese students now make up about 22,000 of the 1 million international students in the U.S., contributing to the $50 billion impact on the American economy. Yeah, this is big business. I used to work in China for a school that would basically, it was an international program within a major Chinese school that was funneling our students, like they went through an international, like American-style academic program that was meant to ship them off to America or other places around the world, Australia, Britain, and it was huge business. One of the biggest critiques too was that a lot of it was nearly impossible to fail students. We could not give students bad enough grades for them to fail. They would constantly just fudge numbers and make them pass, because no matter what, there will be an American university that will accept them and take their money. So for me, of course, I really appreciate my college education, but certainly for the amount of money that it costs, a lot of people have major complaints that it's kind of a Ponzi scheme scam situation. And in a lot of cases, I think that could be the case. But obviously, for many people, it's a major leg up for a better future. For some people, burdens them with debt for the rest of their life that they can't get out from, and not providing a lot of job opportunities. So careful what you wish for, Vietnam. All right. 2 more stories, guys. Fun ones. Now, our first stop is going to be over to Cambodia, where the Prime Minister has ordered the creation of a major park in Phnom Penh. Cambodian Prime Minister Hun Manet has ordered the creation of a 70-hectare public park in Phnom Penh's Kob Sorov area, aiming to provide citizens with a space for recreation, exercise, and weekend events. Valued at an estimated 70 million USD, the land will not be repurposed for commercial projects. The park is part of a broader push to expand green spaces nationwide, with other provinces encouraged to reserve large plots for public use. The initiative also includes tree planting to combat urban heat, infrastructure improvements, and measures to reduce traffic congestion and enhance climate resilience. 70 hectares, that's no joke, in prime real estate in Phnom Penh. I think this is great news. Obviously, with the developing world, there's such an emphasis on economic development, right? Like building up new residential areas to make cheap housing, building up new commercial spaces to invite new businesses in. A lot of the time, the green, the public park aspect of things gets thrown to the wayside. We're very lucky here in Bangkok. We do have what I believe to be a very green city. There's trees all over the place, public parks all over the place. Glad to see that Phnom Penh is also considering going down the same route. It has tons of important impacts, both environmentally and psychologically, for the city dwellers. For me, I've lived in cities where there's been very little green. And I got to tell you, it just makes me feel a lot better when there is a lot more of it. So kudos to you, Cambodia. What do you guys think about this project? Of course, the other side of things, people think big public works projects could be, corrupt. But I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt and hope that these well-intentioned moves are, in fact, just that. All right. Our final story is more. Hey, we've been talking a lot about bad news out of the Philippines and the crazy political situation over there. Well, how about some good news? April 9th, today, has been declared a national holiday to honor Filipino war veterans. That's right. April 9th, aka today, has been declared a regular holiday in the Philippines to mark the 83rd Araang Kagitingan, or Day of Valor, holiday, commemorating the heroism of Filipino and American war soldiers during World War II, particularly the fall of Bataan. The national observance, led by President Ferdinand Marcos Jr., includes ceremonies at Mount Samat and other locations from April 5th to the 11th as part of Philippines Veterans Week. Events honor veterans' sacrifices, such as the Bataan Death March, and highlight their role in building a progressive Philippines. Well, yeah, of course, the Bataan Death March is one of the significant events of the early Pacific theater, where, of course, many American and Filipino soldiers were killed by a Japanese army. We are, some people can forgive, but nobody in Asia forgets a lot of those actions the Japanese did, and here's another way to commemorate that sacrifice. Also, a lot of people questioning maybe this could be politically motivated by Ferdinand Marcos Jr. in the wake of the controversy surrounding his political adversaries, the Dutertes. Their supporters are coming out full steam, full-throated in support of the Dutertes. Ferdinand Marcos trying to maybe win over some support by, it's a new holiday, everybody, have a day off. Whatever the intention is, I hope the Philippines enjoys this really, I guess, more somber holiday. But of course, the time off, well earned. All right. Well, guys, that'll do it for our show. Let me wrap it up. That's it, guys. You can thank you for tuning in for today's edition of Good Morning Thailand. Please be sure to tune in every day. We have new news updates throughout the week here on the Thaiger channel. Be sure to subscribe to get all the notifications and hit that bell button. Also, you can go to thetiger.com to get more news stories throughout the day. There are tons of stories that we don't cover here on the main channel. So to keep yourself posted, just follow us there. Also, go to ASEAN Now. If you enjoy being in the conversation here on the YouTube channel, you can also join the website over there. It's Thailand's largest expat forum where the conversation never stops. Finally, do follow us across all social media platforms, TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. You will see content that you would not see here on the YouTube page, including we have some puppy content on the way for you a little bit later. But yeah, that'll do it for the show. Let me get into the comments now, see what you guys are saying.